Tacker seat bottle rather. No brakes, no brains. And always cut your steerer. Looks hideous.
Today's video, we start with a hydration chart. Am I hydrated? Aim for clear urine at least 10 times a day. Eat a diet rich in fresh fruits and vegetables. Drink a quart of water before meals. Thank you.
Here we've got the two giant Defiers. This is the 2015 and the 2014. You've got non-disc and disc. They feel like totally different bikes. Exact same geometry. Well, this is a large, isn't it? Medium large. But essentially same geometry. And with the disc brakes, it feels like a totally different bike. This feels like more like a cyclocross, and this feels like a full-on race bike. This is definitely, I've set a lot of PRs on this bike. Very aggressive, same seat angle, everything. But just it feels like a different bike with disc brakes. Feels a lot faster with rim brakes, lighter wheels, just aggressive. It does have a TCR fork on there because the other fork had the stack height was too high and it had been glued in, so we had to change the fork over. But it's been a great bike, very nice. But you can't buy these anymore, obviously. I do have a model coming out which is identical, well not identical, but almost the same geometry as the old school Defiers, which is definitely a good geometry. 73.5, this is 73 degree seat post in this one. But it's a bit more forward, a bit more aggressive, a little stack height for people who don't have the biggest back flexibility, neck flexibility. But it definitely goes well. I would say this is a better climbing bike than my old TCR. Because for me, the TCR had a 72.5 seat angle and just a bit more laid back, and this is a bit more forward, so it just felt more aggressive in the climbs. These bikes do go nice, I do like them, but riding that now, jumping off my slam sort of setup, it feels a lot more pedestrian. This is all first world problems, but this is my honest opinion here. And I do have two of these bikes. I have the large and the medium large, so you've probably seen in a few of my videos I have two of them. I do have two identical bikes. I was at a bike shop one day, I was like, wow, good price, and I thought, well, I'm gonna get two and see which I really prefer, larger bikes or smaller bikes. And now I honestly believe I prefer smaller bikes. But again, I had the test ride and decide. So it is, yeah, it's fantastic to have that opportunity to try them out and see what I think. This is actually a little vegan ice cream from Coles. I'm about to try that out. It's dairy-free, vegan, full sugar ice cream. So what should you get? Should you get a bigger bike or should you get a smaller bike? If you like aggressive riding, you got great flexibility, you're just really aggressive, you want to punch it hard, go smaller frame. If your flexibility is not so good, you know, you're sort of maybe newer to cycling and you just want to sort of get into it, then I would get a large size. That's what I'd recommend. So I could go either, but for me, for racy, aggressive stuff, race across Australia or whatever, I'd go something a bit smaller. That's just my personal preference. You have to test ride, then decide. If your flexibility, if you can touch your toes really easy, I've got straight legs, hands on the ground, then go smaller. If you're like this, you can't touch your toes, go bigger. There's no point riding a slam setup if you don't have the flexibility to enjoy that. Otherwise, you're going to be in a lot of pain. So this is the deal, man. Here in Adelaide, Australia, what size bike should you get? Bigger or smaller? Depends on your flexibility, depends on your riding style, and depends on your goals. Ideally, have both. Have one for comfort, one for aggression.
I am sinking in this silence, in this violence.